Welcome back to the channel Spain Unlocked. My name is Anna and today we are in a beautiful, authentic Spanish village with all the basic services nearby, just a couple of kilometers from Javea and very close to Denia. People love this place due to its quality, cleanliness and absolutely gorgeous village surrounded by nature. Let's explore it together. Welcome to this incredible village. This is one of the accesses towards La Xara or also La Xara, which is in Castellano. This place right here is a small local entity that officially belongs to the municipality of Denia, which is really curious because it is located right next to Javea. About 2 kilometers from there and slightly further away from Denia. However, it is easily accessible by road and surrounded by rural landscapes, orange groves and traditional Mediterranean countryside. The thing that shocked us the most when we've arrived here is the cleanliness of this area. It is absolutely incredible how clean and tidy everything looks like and extremely well maintained. There are some businesses out here, which for example is Más y Más supermarket, and brand new buildings out here in the area. This is incredible. Newly built houses also are available out here. Wow, right next to the Más y Más supermarkets. We will explore all of the village today, so don't worry, you'll get to see all of it. From the services that are here, since it's a quiet village, it still has basic services. There's a few shops, there's cafe, bar, a church, a social and cultural center, and obviously supermarket. And just a few minutes away in Dénia and Jávea, you'll find even more things that you will need. More supermarkets, restaurants, health centers, international schools, golf courses, marina and water sports, the beach, hospitals, gyms, cinemas, and much, much more. The thing about this village is that it offers a calm, quiet, countryside lifestyle with all the amenities right around the corner. This is a perfect base for those who want to live in a quiet, authentic Spanish setting while being just minutes away from the popular coastal towns. Here, we also have some pastry places, there's secondhand shops, and there is also an English academy, plus a authentic bakery, all in this small village. Really, it is very accessible and it is quite easy to get here, both from Javea, Denia, through the highway towards the La Xara or La Xara in Castellano. As you can see here on the right, there's plenty brand new projects and buildings that are emerging here, but there's no high skyscrapers. All the houses are pretty small, 2-3 floors high mostly. And there's both apartments and typical houses here, detached, semi-detached, independent villas. A little bit of everything is available for you here. And since it is only 15 minutes by car from some of the most beautiful beaches and coasts on the Costa Blanca, this is an incredible area to live. There is a bus, as you could have seen, that brings you comfortably to nearby villages and to Javea itself. However, there's not as many residents here, but the good news is that here you will find a very international population. Look at these lovely small villages. This is like a village inside of the village. Beautiful white houses, everything so clean, neat and tidy. It is impressive. This is a lovely place to live. There are some water fountains here to pick up the water to refresh yourselves a little bit. Back to the residents. As of 2024, this village had almost 1,890 residents. And while there's no exact breakdown of foreign nationalities itself, the surrounding area is very international. So I would say that around 30% of residents are foreign nationals, mostly from UK, Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, and France. This is a very peaceful atmosphere, but at the same time, it's multicultural and people come here seeking for a quality way of life, having everything nearby. Right on the right side, there are some more places which are like typical village, traditional village houses with pedestrian access only. And here on the back of it, we have a lovely park and walking area. Basically, it serves as sports area. Very, very nice. And people have a walk here. People go for a run. It's just a great green space, giant green space to actually have a walk. Come here with kids, with your pets, by yourself. Sit down, read a book. There's plenty of options. But the good thing is that there is a possibility to actually enjoy all the nature here nearby. By the way, we've also have to mention that there is a school here nearby, which is very important for those who are having kids here. And we are literally a minute or two from the main hospital of Denia, where you have all the consultations and all the doctor's appointments. So everything is here nearby. You have everything: health center, hospital, supermarkets, school, pharmacies, and many, many more things. And even a giant park where you're able to enjoy it. Some fancier restaurants also located right here around the corner. And there's also a transport nearby. There's a tram line which basically connects you either with Denia or with Benidorm and accordingly with Alicante. There's two lines, one that goes directly from here towards Denia, which is the last stop, and then the other one is the line that goes back all the way back towards Benidorm town, passing through Altea, Calpe, and many other villages. And then from Benidorm towards Alicante. So you could, it takes some time, but you could travel technically with a tram all around this area. And now let's talk a little bit of how much do the properties cost here. Because this looks like a paradise village, pretty much, for those who are seeking something authentic, something small, but right next to exactly all the facilities, the most important ones. So let's check it out. First of all, there's not as many properties here as you would think. This is a small village, hence not as many offers will be available out here. Let's start with apartments first. There's apartment of 1 bedroom, 62 square meters, a low floor, 145,000 euros. This is a 1 bedroom apartment only in a lovely area. Quite all right. It's not the newest one, but it doesn't need any kind of immediate refurbishments. 2 bedroom apartment is available for you starting from 189,000 euros. And this is an apartment on the first floor with elevator. They say it's only 3 floors, 2 3-floor building, 88 square meters. This one's actually very nice, and you also do not need to change anything at all in this particular place. Starting from here, there's not as many 3-bedroom apartments, but there's some. For example, this one, 195,375 euros. 3-bedroom apartment, 83 square meters. This is a low floor without elevator, totally accessible. Very nice apartment. Actually, it looks very, very cozy and very well maintained. Probably was a touristic apartment at some point, but they decided it's a good way right now to change it and make it back again to what it used to be. Here we have a duplex with a garage included, 4 bedrooms, 106 square meters, 3rd floor with elevator, and it's cost is 250,000 euros. This is like having a house, but it's a duplex. And this property at the same time could be considered an attic, since it's the last floor, probably in any case, since these buildings are not as big. So I would dare to say that it is actually an attic. And we've seen several other announcements that are way above this price, like 12,500 euros, and even more, even 263,000 for exactly the same property. Oh my goodness, people are insane. But these probably are agencies that just wants to get slightly more from it. This is all for the apartments. Let's go for the houses right now. How much do houses cost here? But before, just look at that. Let us show you real quick a nice bakery, authentic bakery. Look at this, they do all the bread here. Such a lovely selection of different types of goodies, delicious ones. And now let's get back on track. There is one cheapest option. There's around 30 maybe houses around the area for sale. The cheapest option is 300,000 euros, 2-bedroom, 108 square meters with garage included. This is an independent house with quite a bit of area around it to make a lovely garden or a swimming pool or whatever you feel like. 2 houses that are sold in one bargain, 320,000 euros, 7 bedrooms in total, 310 square meters. And this is really cheap, but I do feel like these are some old properties and it's 2 houses together, which is what not a lot of people would like. Probably this is the reason why this is the price more or less for these 2 properties. Although if it's a really big family, this might be a really good idea. Starting from here, we have other houses that are located in the rural area surrounded by gardens. These houses are for refurbishment, and this one exactly costs 360,000 euros, 3 bedrooms, 185 square meters. After that, we have some houses that do not need as much of a refurbishment. This one right here has a loveliest area, gardens. It's nice, and it's a totally independent place. 3 bedrooms, 180 square meters, garage included, 454,000 euros. Spectacular house in the quietest area. And then from this price, obviously you can find 4-bedroom houses, 5-bedroom houses, villas, places with the sea view. Incredible houses available for you out here, even with a giant, almost Olympic swimming pool. As for rentals, there's not as much as you would think. Obviously, it's a smaller place, hence there's not as many options. But even so, we did find some apartments. This one right here was lowered in price. Its initial price was 1,250 a month. Look at these beautiful flowers. These are jasmines, by the way. 1,150 euros, 3-bedroom, 165 square meters, first floor without elevator, and it's without furniture. It's a long-term rent. Another 3-bedroom apartments can be found for 1,200, 1,300 euros. Quite all right, but houses here can also be found starting from 1,350 euros. 2-bedroom house, 50 square meters, not a big one, but it has the loveliest garden and it's just a lovely place to enjoy. Dropped in price from 1,600 euros to 1,350, which is great because not a lot of people want to rent here. Usually people buy, hence they drop the prices. And the most expensive one is this house right here, which is 2 bedrooms, 115 square meters, 1,850 euros. And this is a big house. Starting from next year, 2026, it is available. So as you can see, there's different types of options here for properties. There's not a huge market for rentals, but it is for a purchase. And it's not a big village. It's quite small. So it is obvious that there's not going to be as many properties available here. But if you're a fan of an authentic Spanish village, then This place might be for you. It's located right nearby to the bigger cities and towns. What can be better than that, right? This was La Xara, an incredible little village right next to Javea and Denia with all the basic services. Let us know if you would like to live in this type of typical authentic Spanish village here in Costa Blanca, Alicante province. We'll see you in a brand new video very soon. Goodbye.